Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Nutrition Works, and I am completely avoiding doing my workout. So I was thinking about using this as an opportunity to coach all of you on a technique that I would use with my clients, as well as myself, to do the work that sometimes you don't want to do. And why are you doing it? So it's one thing to try to continually change your actions, but it's another to understand where they're coming from, what's driving them. And typically, we find most times, actually all the time, let me rephrase that, all the time, your actions are going to come from a certain feeling. So most of us as a society are trying to escape negative feelings and get more positive feelings. And what I'm here to tell you is that you're going to have 50-50 emotions regardless of where you're at in life. So if you lose the weight, if you make the money, if you get the car, if you get the guy, you get the girl, you travel, whatever it is, you're still going to have 50% of your emotions that are going to be negative, quote unquote negative, and 50% that are positive. Now, what does that mean to you? What that means is that we don't have to operate from our feelings. We want them there, of course. We would be sociopaths if we didn't have them. So we want our emotions to be there. We just don't want them driving the bus. And so how I explain it with clients is, look, every emotion has a seat on the bus, but you want to be the driver because you're going to get that bus to go where you want it to go. You're going to get that bus to your end result, your end goal. Now, if insecurity or frustration or overwhelm decides that it wants to drive the bus, guess what? You're not going to get to your goals. So I'm going to explain to you how we're going to use feelings to help you understand why you're doing what you're doing, and then secondly, how you can change that. So it's going to be quick, it's going to be down and dirty, and believe me, when we work together, it will look much different, but here's a general idea of what's happening. So here is you currently, and this is where you want to go. And so I'm going to use this in the context of weight loss, because majority of our clients come in and they want to lose the weight. They want to get off the weight loss roller coaster. So, right, you lose the weight, you gain it back. You lose the weight, you gain it back. And what we want you to do is get over here. So clearly identify and get over here to your end goal. Now, in order to do that, you have to understand what is driving your action. So let's do this, for example. So let's identify the positive. We're just going to go a few positive emotions. So you've got joy, happiness, confidence, love. I'm going to stick with those. And on the negative, sadness, anger, insecurity, and the opposite of love is not hate and anger, it's indifference. Okay, so what happens, you have a goal, let's say you're here and you're 200 pounds and you want to be 150 pounds. Okay, so you've got your protocol, you've got your plan, you're ready to go, and you stay on track and you're eating according to protocol, and then you feel insecure. Okay, maybe you go to a networking event or you're gonna go clothes shopping and you're like, oh God, I don't feel good, I don't feel insecure. And so then most of us don't want to be like, oh, there's insecurity. Okay, I can handle that. I know what to do with that. Most of us are going to say, shit, there's insecurity. So I'm going to go to my coping technique, my buffering technique, and that might be food. It could be shopping. So let's put that out here. Okay, so I'm going to go to my buffering technique because I don't want to feel insecure anymore. And if I know I do these certain things, then my brain gets a dopamine hit and I can get out of feeling insecure. It's temporary, but it will get you out of it in the short term. So you're feeling insecure, you're on your protocol, you've got your plan, but you start to feel insecure. So what do? You overspend. It's not in your budget. You drink, drugs, sex, too much, whatever that definition is, and food. Okay, so food might be off your protocol that you've determined for yourself. And then what happens, right, is you're trying to get out of feeling the negative. So you get here You go to your comfort, your buffering mechanism, food, you go off protocol, and guess what? You go right back to where you started. Because what happens is you go off protocol, then you get mad at yourself, then you beat yourself up, then you have all this negative self-talk. You can't do it. See, it's never worked. Oh my God, if I hear that another day, I get it. It's never worked. That's fine, but that's the past. You get to create the future. But if we continue to go back to where we were, we're gonna stay in this dieting roller coaster. So what I wanna offer up to you, and I offer to my clients, is look, you're gonna have this, like I said, no matter what. So let's figure out what to do with it. Let's use our adult brains and let's drive the bus. So the temper tantrums, the buffering, right? We just move over here and we cycle through. That's like when you see the 2-year-old in the grocery store. I know you've all seen it, right? And they want the candy bar, they want something, whatever it is they want, and their parent says, no, you can't have it. So they drop to the floor and they're throwing a temper tantrum. Okay, that is their primitive brain freaking out. They're gonna die if they don't have the candy bar. As adults, we have our primitive brain, but we also have the prefrontal cortex, and that is our rational brain, and that is the brain that gets us what we want in life. That's the one that overrides the candy bar to say, hey, I can handle insecurity, I can handle discomfort, I can handle sadness and anger and rejection, I can handle all of that, and I'm going to keep moving forward toward my goal. So what we see then is we learn to have this negative, and then we learn to use the positive to continue then to move us forward. Now, it's not saying you're not going to have a setback. That's not reality, but it is going to say like, okay, so maybe you fell off the protocol, but you don't have to go back into this right here and then go right back to the beginning. You can say, I did, I understand it, I'm going to figure out why did I do it, what's it driving me to do, how is it so-called keeping me safe, and I'm going to keep moving forward. And so this, right, is the steps that we take to get you to the goal. So maybe it's income. Maybe you're making 50,000 and you want to make 100,000. Maybe you're driving, I don't know, like a Matrix, a Toyota Matrix, and you want to drive a Porsche. Whatever the end goal is, by understanding your feelings and how they're driving your actions, and then learning how to live with them and process them and use them or not use them or not even responding to them, right? Like, what's the technique that we all always hear when the 2-year-old has a temper tantrum? Don't feed the fire. Let them have the temper tantrum. So there's insecurity. Hey, how's it going? Great. You don't have to drive me to have the pan of brownies or the 3rd glass of Chardonnay or whatever it may be. It's just there. It's part of the process. And then your rational brain gets in the driver's seat and takes over and drives the bus and gets you to your goals. So there's a lot behind this. This is a simplification of what's happening. So right now I'm avoiding my workout because, quite frankly, I'm tired. And I don't feel like sweating hard, and I need to reset my expectations, and the list goes on, and I don't feel like it. I'm tired. I'm being lazy. So rather than buffer, and what I've been doing is this video buffering and billing and calling clients, I'm going to allow these feelings to be here. I'm going to go downstairs in the basement and I'm going to get my workout in, because that is going to get me to my end goal. Not staying here and cycling, right? I'm going to get to my end goal because I'm going to continually do the work, because I'm going to allow those emotions to be there. I might just start my workout 30 minutes later. I hope this was helpful. If you want to understand more about how this is one piece of our process of coaching with individuals and helping you get the absolute best quality of life that you're looking for, please reach out to us. nutritionworksofcolorado.com, schedule a free discovery call, or call me direct, 720-556-3113. Myself, any of our coaches, we would all love to work with you. We want to help you get your goals, and we'd love to see you. We'd love to see you in our office. Take care, everyone.